Hi everyone, I'm so happy you're here today. We are going to be making this amazing window pop-up card. Look at that. Hi Stampers, this is Dawn and today we're going to be making the window pop-up card. I made a bunch of varieties of this card. Aren't they all so cute? So this is one that I used the Counting Sheep stamp set and dies. This stamp set and dies will be available on August 3rd. During celebration. You can get these free with the $50 purchase. And this is what those look like. So this is the sheep dies and then the Counting Sheep stamp set. Be available on August 3rd. And then this one right here is the one we're going to make today. So this is using the Party Puffins. Let me show you what this looks like when you open it. Isn't it cute? So now this one is using the Party Puffin stamp set. And this is currently in the annual catalog. And then this one right here is Little Hands, Little Feet, Big Love. And then you open it. Oh my gosh, I just love these cute little clothespins. Aren't they adorable? So then it says, congratulations on your growing family. So this one is from the bundle, All for Baby. So you see the teddy bear here. And then these are the clothespins. But I just used the clothespin die, which is right here. He's so little. But you can get this in a bundle and save 10%. And then this one is using the Brilliant Wings dies. Let me show you this when you open it up. Isn't it pretty? So now this one goes vertical and then these three all go horizontal. So but let me show you this die and the stamp set. So now this one I just used the dies for the butterflies. So this is the Brilliant Wings die. And then the Butterfly Brilliance is the coordinating stamp set that goes with the dies. So you can purchase these in a bundle and save 10%. So I wanted to just let you know that I have a video to show you how to cut the dies apart if you want to cut them apart like I did. And then also we cut the stamp set apart too. So you can use the butterflies individually. Okay? And then I also use this greeting from the Color and Contour for the front and the inside of this card. So pretty. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's start with the base. This is your basic white cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then a piece of the pansy petals. This is double-sided designer paper. This piece is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And then this piece is cut at 5.5 by 5.5. And this is going to be for the pop-up piece in the center of the card. So now let me show you exactly what I did because I went ahead and already die cut it out. So to get my frame here, I used my layering circles for the, I think this is 2 circle, but after you've cut it, I think it takes it down to 2 1/8. And then this size scallop measures really nicely with this one. So it can nestle right in there between the straight edge and the scallop edge. So what I did is I lined up my paper. Let me get my adhesive. So I took my Stampin' Seal and I just added a little bit of the adhesive to the back of the designer paper and position this right where I want it. And then you're going to take your circle die, your flat edge, and you're going to cut this out with your die cut machine, all right? And then you want to make sure that you're keeping it, I don't know, about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch from the bottom, because I'm going to show you here why you want to do that. So when the pop-up piece is inside your card, you won't see like a gap, and I'll show you that. But keep your circle a little bit away from the bottom of your edge of your card, okay? So I went ahead and ran that through the die cut machine. And this is what this one looks like. So I got to attach it still, but I want to tie my ribbon onto that. So let's go ahead and move this piece. So now let me show you what I mean by keeping it away from this edge. So you can see on this one, I used the Picture This dies for this one. And this die is actually a little bit too big for the front of the card because you don't want it too far over to the left and then you don't want it too far over to the right. So that's why I went with the circle dies. But you can tell when you close the card, let me show you here up close, you can see that there's a little gap right here on the edge. And that's what you don't want. Okay, so that's why you want to keep your circles about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 away from the bottom so you don't see that gap. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive onto the back of my designer paper. I'm going to tie my ribbon. This is the Fresh Freesia open weave ribbon, and I'm going to tie my bow over to the left hand side. So I want to leave some enough to tie that off to the edge. And then also when you're layering your circles, if you want this layout, I'm going to add this ribbon to the top. So you want to make sure there's enough space for your frame and then also the ribbon. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and tie this over here. Let me get my scissors. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and put this onto the front of our card. So go ahead and do that. So this is going to be actually pretty easy to line up. You're just going to line up that die cut, that circle, and everything should line up perfectly, just like that. Okay? All right, now we're going to grab our paper trimmer. We're going to score our pop-up piece of the card. Remember, this piece of basic white is cut at 5.5 by 5.5, and we're going to first score it at 3/4, 4, and 4 3/4, and that's going to make your pop-up. Now, one thing I like to do with any kind of moving card, especially if there's scoring involved, I like to fold the score lines both ways. So this breaks down the card fibers so it moves really nice and smoothly. So now we're going to grab our Stampin' Seal. Now you could use tear and tape or even liquid glue if you want for this part, but I find that using the liquid glue, you'll have to hold it in place for a couple seconds. I find that it's pretty good. I mean, it holds up. Like all the cards that I made that I showed you earlier, I made with the Stampin' Seal. All right, so, but you can go ahead and use the tear and tape too if you want. So we're gonna put the Stampin' Seal on the two outside edges. Okay, so we're gonna grab our card and we're going to put the 3/4 score line in first. So we're going to line this up at the score line inside of the card. Going to take that edge and line that up. Now I find that if I fold up the card, I can line that up a little bit easier, especially since it's the basic white onto basic white. Then you're going to go ahead and fold that over onto the card. Okay, then you're going to open up the card. Now this is where we're going to fold this center piece right here. We're going to fold it over and then fold this piece back over on itself. So you have your sticky part of your adhesive facing up. Okay, so let me show you that again. So this is the center piece that we just put into the card. Remember, we lined that up at the 4 1/4 inch score line. Then we folded the card over. Then you're going to open the card, and then this flap is going to fold back, and then you're going to fold this section back on itself, and then you're going to fold the back end of the card over. And this is going to make your pop-up piece of your card. It's so awesome. So then you can see here. So it opens up. Can you see from the side? So, and then when you close it, it closes on itself and it lays flat. Don't you love it? My card is going to go horizontal. So what we're going to do is we're going to take my Puffins, or this is the Party Puffins stamp set. So cute. So we're using all 3 puffins, the cake, and then I cut out, I think it's 6 or 5 of the fish. And then we're going to stamp happy birthday, you're the best, and then to someone who makes others happy. So first I'm going to go ahead and stamp the greeting on the very bottom, down at the edge, right below the pop-up section. To someone who makes others happy. I want to make sure this is stamping straight. Yep. Okay, so we're going to stamp it right about here. Yep, to someone who makes others happy. Then I'm going to take my puffin. So here's all my images that I went ahead and cut out. I'm going to close this ink pad up for the time being. We're going to close my card, and first I'm going to go ahead and add my little frame, and I'm going to use the liquid glue for that. So I'm going to put just a little tiny bit of liquid glue around the edge. I'm going to put this down to the card too, so it gives you a nice finished edge around that frame of the circle. Got a little bit too much glue here. All right, now we're going to go ahead and pop up all our little puffins. So I added dimensionals to all of these and also the mini Stampin' dimensionals to the fish. So we're going to take our puffin with the party hat. We're going to put him on the inside of my window here. Kind of positioning him where I want him. That looks really cute like that. Okay. And then my cake. And this one, this puffin right here, is going to go on the top inside. These are all sticking to me here. Okay, so we're going to put this one right over here. Just like that. And then we're going to pop our cake up over here. So cute. And then this little tiny puffin is going to also go on the inside. Now I want to make sure that I don't have him hanging over to the window side. So I want to put him over here. Right about there looks good. Yep. And then we're going to stamp "You're the best." Okay, so let me go ahead and open that ink pad up. "You're the best." We're going to stamp this over here. "You're the best." And then my friend Sharon, when I showed them this card, she made her version of it and she put these like little goldfish. This fish is also in this stamp set. So I thought that was so cute. So I'm going to do the same thing that Sharon did when she used the puffin. So I'm putting my fish on this edge of the pop-up right here. I think there's 6 total. Looks so cute. Right here. So adorable. Oh my gosh, look at that. So then when it's closed flat, you don't see anything but the little party puffin right there. And then when you open it, it's like a little party inside. Oh, I love it. And then the happy birthday, I went ahead and hand cut that out and I pinned the end so I can have this sit right over to the left hand side of my frame. Right about there looks good. Okay, let me show you the other ones again really quick. Okay, so here's the sheep. "You're amazing." It's so cute. And then it says, "So glad it's your birthday." Adorable. Now remember, this is for celebration. This stamp set and die will be available on August 3rd. And then this one I'm using all for baby. So cute. And we just love those clothespins on the die. I used the crumb cake for that one. So it says, "Congratulations on your growing family," with the cute little teddy bear. Adorable. And then this one here is using the Brilliant Wings dies. So pretty. Now this one's going vertical. This one is using also the Pattern Party designer paper. And then this stamp set is from, which is the "You're Absolutely Amazing" and then "Thank You for Everything." This is from the Color and Contour stamp set. Okay, so if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll have all the items listed down below. And then don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any future videos. And then if you like today's video, give me a thumbs up. Okay, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.